Shoot. Hey, Mary. Nothing is shaking. Just another day in the neighborhood. Are you working on anything tonight? And I hope you gave me a thumbs up when you came in. I'm going to put up the invite if you want to come on and say hello. I don't know if you saw this. This is a scarf that I'm working on with the Jamaica flag. I didn't know where this was. I was on Facebook and I saw somebody. I think they did Afghan with the flag, and it reminded me, oh, I had started that, but I don't know where I put it. So I found it. So I said, well, let me get to work on it. Trying to see if anybody else is going to come in. How's the weather where you are? Oh, you're doing the cowl. Is that the latest video that she just put up? I saw something with the cow, but I didn't watch it. I start watching too many videos, and then that's why I have so many projects going on right now. Well, not I don't think I have anything from no, I do have one. Kiki, she did that cardigan in the round. So that's one of the things that I'm working on using my Premier puzzle yarn. See how that turns out. Hello, I bring it. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. I hope you gave me a thumbs up when you came in. Are you working on anything tonight? I showed Mary, I'm doing this scarf. That's the back of it. That's the front of it. Jamaican scarf flag. I don't know if I showed that before because it's been missing in action for a minute. And it had no idea where it had gone to. And I saw someone on Facebook who had finished it, and I was like, oh, let me go back because I think I was working on that. So I did find it. But that's me and my craziness. Too many projects going on at the same time. Oh, you're doing a beret. What color? Did anyone go to Joann's for the shopping spree? Shopping spree for this sale. That was great though. I'm still staying in my house. This cow was brown. She made it. Shapes of the shoulders as a scarf. I'm not sure. Ooh, rust. That's a color I don't see often. Hmm. Not in a beret. That should be pretty, pretty, pretty. I am working on too many things at one time. But that's what I do. Keeps me busy because I get tired of looking at the same old colors all the time. Oh, what do you have at your Dollar Tree? My Dollar Tree, I got. Matter of fact, I don't even know where those little skeins of yarn that I bought. I bought 4 skeins of yarn from the Dollar Tree. They had that. Oh, yeah. I think we're all overflowing yarn. I didn't go for the yarn around. I wanted to use that $60 coupon so I can get another Clover hook. Because that's what I use those when the coupons are a lot off. I buy Clover hooks because I'm always looking for one. So I figured the more extras I have around, the better off I won't, because I stick them in a project and then I forget what project it was and where it is. But that's me. They have a crafter square, which is from India. That's the first time that's happened. um, yeah, that's only, yeah. When 60% off, and you know, Clover hooks are not cheap. And I love my Clover hooks. They're my favorites. So that's what I use that 60% off coupon for. And then I bought some books. I haven't bought crochet books in years. I was like, oh, I don't need any books. But I went over there. They were 30% off. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And I picked up a few of them. And one of them, I was like, oh, I just saw, when I saw the book, I was like, okay, I have found my next graph can. So I'm in South Florida. In the high school that I went to, the mascot is a buck, big deer. And my city is Deerfield, so hence the deer. And I graduated in 1979. So I started the graph. Oh, I don't want to pull it apart. I had to work on, first of all, the year. And these are my colors, the school colors. I did my 1979 and I worked on it, and I think I did okay. It kind of looks all right. It's good enough for me. So this is, and I'm a visual person. So I had to write out try to graph my, I don't know, I think that's too bright. Let me turn this light down because you can't even see it. But I had to graph out the numbers so I could see them. Oh, I turned it off. Duh. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see my elementary grafting of the numbers. So that's what I did. So I could visually see going back and forth on the numbers. So let me show you the book. Let me turn my light back on as soon as I find the cord. Where is it? There it is. So I found this book, Wildlife Cable. I was like, I'm not a wildlife person, but if you can see, that is what I'll be working on. Let me show you a bigger picture of it. So this is perfect for my school mascot. So I'm going to put at the top of it, DBHS is Deerfield Beach High School, class of, then I'll have the book in the middle, and then you have 1979 at the bottom. What do you think? Does it sound doable? Oh, Mary, you graduated in 79 too? We just had our, last year we had our 40th. I was like, oh my goodness, I've been out of high school 40 years. And we have a Facebook group. So I said, when I finish it, I'll post it in that Facebook group. Maybe I'll get some sales. Woo, that'd be cool. But I saw this book. I was like, oh my goodness, I have to do this. So the bear one, I don't know what that thing is. That a wolf? I think that's a fox or a wolf. It looks like a wolf because it's howling. So I think it's a wolf. But I don't do cables. Not at all. I've tried them. My brain just doesn't function with the cable. So I just leave it alone. Hello, Angela. How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was one of the books I bought. And because I want to start doing some, do some writing patterns. I bought this one so that I can work on measurements for babies and see what that turns out. If I decide I want, but they had lots of cute little baby things. You can see. Ooh, why does that keep going out? I thought I'd work on doing some of that. I have a lady that I used to work with. She does the layets and the baby little cardigan things and stuff. And I'm telling you, Her work is awesome. Haven't heard from her in a very long time. Hope she's doing okay with all that's going on. Then, of course, everybody knows I love to make hats. So I found this book, has some snazzy hats in there. I love, love, love. So I'll be working on some new hat patterns. And I really want to get back into reading patterns anyway, because I don't do that. And then I saw this book, which I thought was pretty cool, 2 by 2. So, and I really like that long one there. I was like, ooh, that'll look good in one of my premier yarns. So those were my buys at Joann's today. But I'm really, 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 really looking for. It took me a long time to get that 1979 down. I frogged it so many times, and I kept working on it. And I didn't want the numbers to be that. Like I think the 9 and the 7 are really far apart from one another. But I was trying to offset that 7 so that it wouldn't be on top of the 9. But then it came out really. But anyway, like I said, it's for me. I can recalculate it again. My daughter wants me to do one for her for 2012. That might be, yeah, that might be easier. 2012 might be easy. But anyway, so that is what I did today. That was fun, fun, fun. I hadn't bought books, years. So I used to just go on like Lion Brand's website and look for something that I wanted to do, and I just print it out. But now I'm going to go through those books. That'll keep me busy for a very long time. And I went to get a oil change today, so I made this hat while I was there. It's so weird that it looks gold on the screen, but it's orange. It's orange and green. It's so weird. It looks gold. Oh, when I take pictures of this, I got to make sure it shows the right color, because that's not the right color. So that was what I worked on while I was waiting to get my oil changed. But that was cool. So what else is going on in your neck of the woods? I'll be doing I got to start doing some more tutorials. I haven't done one. I did one last week. That was on the what is it? The Drunken Granny Stitch. So of course I'm working on some more of those in different colors because I like doing them. I want to use that cupcake yarn back there to do one for myself. Because even though it's still warm here, it's in the 80s now. But if I work on it now, hopefully I'll lose a couple of pounds before our real next summer kicks in, and I'll be able to wear it over a bathing suit. I haven't bought a bathing suit in years. I don't go to the beach that often, and I'm not near anybody that has a pool, so no waters for me. What stitches on what stitch are you talking about? I did. I had thoughts of things that I was going to talk about, and my thoughts have gone right out of my head. Anyone planning to do, uh, family Thanksgiving? My family, we all decided we're gonna stay apart, which is good. My parents are much older, so I definitely don't wanna be sitting in the house, and plus, I don't want my mom to feel obligated to cook a big meal for us. So my daughter and I will be here, and my parents will be at their house, and my sister will be at hers, and my niece will be at hers, because we're all of our other families are dispersed out throughout the world. I have a sister in Georgia, brother in Tampa, and nieces in Georgia. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. And what I cook, it'll be enough food to last the entire rest of the week. I just want the days off so I can lay around and watch television and crochet and not have to worry about the alarm clock going off at 6:30 in the morning. That's what I'm looking forward to, a 4-day weekend. Oh, you're in Georgia. What part of Georgia? Yeah, I see all these people. I just don't get it. And I watch the news. I'm such a news junkie. I've been a news junkie since I was 10 years old. Because if you've ever heard my story, my um, what you call social studies teacher, I think it was, that was our requirement. We had to watch the news at night so that we'd be able to report on it the next day when we went to school. So I've been a news junkie ever since. But it just saddens me to see how hard my nursing sisters in arms are working so hard to take care of these very, very sick people, and so many people just take it for granted that this isn't real. But as you know, just like with the big HIV explosion, I always say until it hits your home, it's not real. But when it hits your home, it's real. I have my friends that are still working in the hospital. I knock on wood every day that I'm not in the hospital anymore. I just can't even imagine the stress of having to work that hard to keep people alive and do all the stuff and have to, a lot of them don't go around their families because they don't want to spread any virus to anybody. Lots and lots of stuff that I just am grateful that for the past 6 years I've been able to work from home. So when we went to shutdown, it wasn't anything for me. It just took away my going out on the weekends and going to the stores and stuff like that. That's the only thing it curtailed for me. Yes, Kelly, it's definitely scary. Mary, your husband and I have been having a quiet holiday. My mom has the virus and is on in the hospital in New York. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is, oof. When I see these news reports of people, 3, 4 people in the family passing, I'm like, wow, it's just unreal, unreal. Then they're talking about the vaccine. I said, the vaccine is not going to stop what's happening. Is people have to take ownership that wear your mask. Just because you don't have it doesn't mean the next person next to you doesn't. Wear the mask. Can't be that hard. It's not like you got to work it in all day long, 12, 15 hours like the people in the hospital. You're only wearing it to go to the store or wherever you're going, and then you're bringing yourself back home. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm getting off of my tangent because it just irritates me. I'm just grateful in South Florida, they still mandate that you can't go in the stores without the mask, so that makes me happy. Makes me feel a little bit comforted that I can at least go into the store. Even though we have stupid people that go in there and yell, "Take off your mask, take off your mask." I think you're stupid. I was halfway watching Little John's Yarns today just because I was I come from the store, so I was putting things away, and my daughter was cleaning the kitchen, and she says, "I can't believe someone's saying to her, she's drinking too much wine." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, she just said someone she's seeing people mention about her drinking wine." I was like, "Oh my goodness." I said, "These people on these computers can say anything they want to." I said, "Obviously they must be new to her channel because she's always said she drinks the wine because it helps her to stay calm because she has stage fright." I said, the nerve of some people." So I made me a drink tonight in honor of Miss Littlejohn, and I put it in my Royal Caribbean glass because I miss, I don't even taste it. Ooh, that's good. I miss cruising. Royal Caribbean was my cruise line that I loved. And before this pandemic started, my girlfriend and I went down to Miami. We volunteered for the Super Bowl for the activities that happened prior to the Super Bowl. So they had it down at the Miami Convention Center. So we went down there to volunteer. And I saw Royal Caribbean's latest ship. It was huge. I was like, OMG. So I heard my girlfriend, her brother is my bestie. So I told him, I said, all right, that's going to be our next cruise. We're going to have to figure out how to get on this cruise ship. And now I don't even want to think about a cruise. It's just a scary thought. They had a cruise ship that went out and it came back in because, of course, people got sick. They had to bring the ship back in. I'm like, why would they even try to take a cruise? But I understand the industry is hit very hard, just like the airlines and the restaurants and everybody else. Everybody's hit hard because things that we used to be able to do, we can't do anymore. So I get it, but I think it's a high risk thing to do. But I thought it was so funny when my daughter said to me that people are commenting on her drinking. I was like, she's a grown woman. They don't like it, turn it off. She's not her mom has already raised her. She doesn't need anybody to raise her. She's a grown woman with children of her own. They are so over the cruises. Yes, I loved cruising when I did it. It was the best way to travel. You get to see a lot of things. You can play on the boat. You can get off the boat. It was fun. Hey, Lori. Lori, you were on. I think you were on Little John's Yarns live when the people were talking about her drinking. I I was my daughter caught it. I didn't even catch it because I was putting things away. I just thought it was funny. I caught part of one of what's her name? Triple C. Last night I was up working on my 1979 and I said, oh, let me watch some of theirs. So I caught about an hour of their show, probably less than an hour. Because it was midnight, it was time to go to sleep. They do hours of live time. But I guess it's easy when it's two of them. But they have a lot of people in their lives, and they have some kind of um, membership plan. I don't even know what that's all about. But her husband is doing the crochet hooks. He puts what are those things on there? Oh, I can't think of what that stuff is. My daughter uses it. She made me some earrings with it. I can't think of what polymer clay. I think that's what he uses. But I told him. He says he'll do the. He wants to do the hooks. He says he wants to send them, but he wants people to pay for his shipping. So I told him, yes, do me a purple one in an eye hook in purple. So hopefully he will do it and let me know. I should have asked if those are like boy hooks or if they're like Susan Bates, because I don't like boy hooks. They don't work well for me. And she says, yeah, polymer clay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I was there and did catch that. I feel like the wine is part of her charm. I mean, it's her. She likes to do. I couldn't drink that much wine during a live. Yes, I would be falling out of this chair because I'm like a 2 drink limit. After that, I'm officially drunk. I thought that was some things just need to be left alone. Like I said, if they didn't like it, they could have just as well turned her off. They can go back and look at the replay and fast forward if they don't like it. Everything isn't for everybody. But I put the link in there if anybody wants to come on and chat with me. I mean, all of you can come on and chat. Hey, Vivian. Oh, I didn't even see you. I missed you. How are you tonight? I hope you gave me a thumbs up when you came in. Are you working on anything? Ooh, that is so good. I'm having a drink in honor of Little John's Yarn since somebody took offense to her having her wine. I have watermelon vodka with some orange juice. It's the first time I ever had it. It tastes really good. Might be my drink of choice. So I'm working on, I don't know if you all caught my little shopping spree, but I went to Joann's and I bought some new crochet books, something I haven't bought in a long time. And one of them inspired me to work on another Grafcan. So I'll be working on a Grafcan representing my high school. Yay! I'll show you what I did. I had to really work on trying to figure this out. So I graduated in 1979. So I did semi kind of figure out how to do the 79. That was work. So I had to sit and visualize it and make my own, what do you call it? My own little graph so I could visually see it. Oh, weren't you working on the peppermint blanket before? Or was someone else working on the peppermint blanket? I remember somebody talking about the peppermint blanket. I would have to see a peppermint blanket. Is it just the red and white color or is it a special stitch? Oh, Lori, you're eating. What are you eating, Lori? To Joann's yesterday. I don't know if you all have ever heard of Golden Crust. It's a Jamaican restaurant. And it used to be in like where the Publix was, and then it left there. And I was like, oh, I don't know where it is. So I'm always asking my friends, like, where's the closest one? Because There's other Jamaican restaurants, but for some reason I like Golden Krust better. And when I was going to Joann's, I happened to be at the light and I looked to my right and boom, I see the Golden Krust. So I said, when I finish at Joann's, I'm coming back this way and I'm going to go and get me my dinner. So I got my dinner. Oh, your son made chicken empanadas. I love them. Love them. So when I went, let me see what's, let me see. Yes, I was a but got several orders, so I'll put it down. Oh, you got orders. That is cool. Yes, girl. Get those orders. Do you have an Etsy shop or do you just, how do you do? I have an Etsy shop. I made one sale. Yay. I was happy for that one sale. Maybe more will come, but I was happy for that one. Finally, I got a sale. So anyway, I went over to the what is it? Golden Krust. I like Golden Krust because I like their patties, but because I have the braces, I didn't buy one. And I like their curry chicken. I love their curry chicken. So when I went in there, I was the only one in there. So I got my food, I ordered my food, and all of these people came in after me. And there was I guess a son and a father. And one of them was coughing, and I don't know which one was coughing, but he was over on the other side, and I was checking out. I was like, whoo, I'm glad I'm out of there. Even though they all had on masks, but I don't want to be around anyone coughing. But I couldn't believe I was the only one in there. And then when I turned around, there's like 5 other people in there before I got out. So I said, this must be the dinner rush. And it's Friday. Yeah, it's a dinner rush. But I got home. I had my oxtails. I got oxtails and cabbage. And they, because I didn't want any rice, so she filled up, gave me all the cabbage that was left. And then I wanted the curry chicken, and they didn't have any more cabbage, so okay. I don't know, it went off. So anyway, I got my food and got, yeah, no coughing allowed, definitely not. Let me see, you haven't seen, wait a minute, I saw something. Okay, yes, I got off topic, but I haven't seen OBW lately. Do you know how she, stop it, StreamYard? This is the funniest thing. I want, I don't know if you ever seen the heartthrob blanket. Last year, right around this time, or it was probably early December, I can't remember. She did a crochet along to do that heartthrob blanket. And oh, Lori says, where did I go? It went out completely. So there, what's her name? Just Frog It, Lana. She actually wrote out the entire instructions on the blanket and all that, because when I first started doing it, I was reading it wrong. And this is before I understood graphs really well. So I was reading it wrong. So as I was doing it, when I looked at it, my E, instead of it curved like that, it was curved the other way. So I definitely had read it wrong. So then Lana did wrote it all out. And so I wanna do the blanket again because I saw someone that did a corner to corner, blanket, and she did all the teams, and when I was looking at it, I thought it was like the, half double crochet or something because you don't see any holes in it. And I looked at it and I said, "I just realized that's corner to corner," because somebody had written it in there, and then I looked at it again, and I was like, "Oh, wow, that is cool." So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna challenge myself again, and I'm gonna do this blanket again to see if I can do it," because I want it for my mom. I originally wanted for my mom, but I had all it was so holy, and I had a bazillion, tails, and I was like, I don't have time to try this. So this in, I bought some fabric because I was going to put it on the back, but since it was so big, it was so cumbersome. I was like, oh, forget this. I'm hating this already. So I just kept it for myself. I washed it, watched all the tails pop out again. I said, nope, I cannot give this to my mom, not at all. So then I have the pattern, but I've written all over it and stuff, and I wanted a clean one. So I started watching OVW trying to find that time when we all did the thing. And it was so funny. She kept saying, "Hey, Sassy. Hey, Sassy." I'm like, who's Sassy? Because I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, because I changed my name because I was originally Sassy GG21 when I first started YouTube on those old things. She's saying hi to me, but when you see the chat, it has Gigi the Crochet Queen on it. So I was so caught off. I was like, oh, that's me. Oh, stupid. That's you. So anyway, I did find it. I had to search, and then I had to go to her Facebook page and find it and email it to myself. So I have a clean copy and I've started working on it. And I'm hoping to have it finished by Christmas for my mom. So that is my other big project. So a whole lot of stuff maybe get kicked to the curb. But no, that's my OVW thing. But she does lives like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, something. She does a lot of I see her lives pop up on me. I can't remember I can't for some reason I'm thinking she did a live on Thursday. I could be wrong, but she's still there. And it was so funny. Her little girl, Buttercup, Azaria. She let me see, was she 5 then, or was turning 5? I can't remember. She was so cute, talking about the people's names. It was so much fun to just go back and look at those old videos and listen to. And it I saw um Triple C on one of them, and I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that I'd seen her name before. So that was pretty cool. But I believe Miss OVW is doing well, to answer your question. So I do see her pop up on my notifications. Yeah, she does the Bible study. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because she does it like, because since she's in California, it's like 11, 12 o'clock, whatever time it is, and I'm deep into work that time of the day. Oh yeah, check your subscriptions because she's definitely still around. I always try to make sure I put the bell on because I don't even think she has crocheted, done anything crocheting. It's usually just the Bible study that I've seen. But I guess there's enough people out there crocheting. Oh, Vivian, did you ever let me see? No, because sometimes great me on Etsy shop getting orders, so there's no way for me to do it. Oh, I don't know. I think the devil is out to get me today. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I started the I had started an Etsy shop before, and then I shut it all down. But then when I decided that I wanted to actually try to make this into a business, I started it back up again, and I um I just try to crochet and put stuff in there all the time. And then I told you all last week that I just love um TikTok. TikTok is so much fun. Vivian said, "Devil is a lie." You got that right, girl. It might be time of the day thing, and I am not a Bible study person, so it would probably go over my head. Yeah, I'm right. I'm right there with you, Lori. When I was a teenager, we did Bible study. Well, we know I'm many years from being a teenager. But the great thing about when I did Bible study, what it helped me in my English class when we did mythology, because that all kind of mixed in together, which was really interesting. But it helped me. I was really surprised how much the Bible studies helped me with mythology. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying just that fast. Oh, the Etsy shop, the Etsy. So now I've just been crocheting as much. I wish I had me a photographer because that taking the pictures and videos is whoo. I have like four, I think I got four hats sitting on my desk waiting for me to upload them to, I think I took pictures of them, upload them to Etsy. And I tried to get my daughter to help me, but you know, young people, ooh, honey, she too busy having her life. She don't have time for mama. So I'm stuck on my own. Plus, I've been trying to learn PC Stitch. Does anyone know PC Stitch? Cause I've been trying to learn it because that's the other thing I want to do is to learn how to make my own crafts so that I don't have to pay for them, and I can. Plus, I have my own mind. Really care about, and my mind goes to other things. That's why I was so excited to see that book with that buck on it. I was like, what? This is perfect. Now I'm gonna have to go and look at my actual mascot, what it looks like on the on our books. Doesn't matter. It's a deer. So I'm really excited. I hope I can get that done. I'm gonna work on between once I get those pictures done of the ones of the hats and stuff that I've already done, then I can sit back and just do what I already have. And then because I want to finish my Grafcan and I want to finish that heartthrob heart throb corner to corner for my mom. Hello, Miss Ophelia. Well, the Etsy is, from what I can figure, Etsy is the cheapest route to go for someone that's just starting up because I looked at I'm hot, y'all. I think that light is making me hot. Um Amazon has a homemade thing, and I think it's like $40 a month or something like that. I don't know. And I know a lot of people do Shopify, but Shopify is like 80, and Etsy charges you 20 cents per item that you put on your site. And then there's like a 15% charge. I'll you can figure it out. The what was sold on Etsy YouTube. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube because this thing keeps going out on me. But anyway, what I sold on Etsy, it was $15, and I got $12 and something cents off of the sale. So basically, they took about $3. Plus, I had to pay 20 cents. It's 20 cents per item, and they send and you pay that. It's a monthly charge. So if you put one item on there, you're paying 20 cents every month for it to be on their site. And what a lot of people that are really into business don't like about Etsy is that is Etsy promotes Etsy. Etsy doesn't promote your shop. And if you've seen that commercial where they show all the different things that people got from Etsy, it just says Etsy. It doesn't tell you what shop it came from. It just says Etsy. So that's one of the things that people that are like really into wanting somebody to say, hey, like, hey, this is my shop, Gigi the Crochet Queen. For me right now, until I really start selling on a bigger scale, the what I'm paying Etsy is good because it keeps me from having to go out and look for any customers because I don't want to be out. I had thought about doing some of the not the flea markets, but I guess they're flea, but they're you go into a mall or something and I guess it's like a setup, a flea market kind of setup. And I looked at and it was $179 for the weekend. But of course, you got to bring all your own stuff, your tables, chair, whatever you want. You got to drag all of that stuff in there. And then I was like, forget it. It's $179. No, I wasn't going to do that. Plus, I didn't want to be inside a mall with a whole lot of other people. So for me, Etsy right now, it's to me, it's economical. Unless you already have a brand and you have people that are buying from you and you want to have your own shop like Shopify, but I believe Shopify is like 79.99 $80 a month, which I think is absolutely out of my price range. So I just stick with Etsy for now. But of course, there's a huge competition with Etsy because there's a bazillion. I was shocked when I got, and it was so funny. I'm a veteran, and I was working a half day. I wanted the whole day off, but my boss said I could only have half. So I worked 4 hours, and when I was getting finishing work, and I looked at my phone, I had an email from Etsy. It says, "Congratulations, your first sale," something like that. It said. I was like, "Oh, what? I sold something." I should say something sold. So I was very happy. So I'm hoping that I'll have a good trend going forward. But that's the thing with Etsy. So for me, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I mean, if you only want to put 5 items up, just think about it. That's a dollar, a month. So that's the way I see Etsy. But everybody, and there's other shops, but I just stick with Etsy for now. And Rivalry is good for patterns from what I understand, but I can't remember if what their fees are like. Because once I start writing patterns, first of all, I got to learn the how to upload them and all that stuff, and I don't know, just something else to add to my repertoire of things to do. Because as I said, I want this to be my business in retirement, so I'll always have something to do and something because you can't retire and not have a plan. And this is my plan. And I love to crochet. I do it every day. It is a rarity that I am not crocheting. And if I am not crocheting, it's either because my wrist hurts or I'm sick or I can't because I have to do something else. But other than that, I am a crocheting queen. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Ophelia. Yeah, see, um, because I am in South Florida, I don't really like a lot of things that like this scarf that I'm making. It's gonna go into my Etsy shop because we in South Florida have absolutely no need for a scarf. And if we have a scarf on, I guarantee it might be 3, 4 days maybe. And people do travel outside of the state of Florida. But that's the to me, that's the beauty of Etsy is that you're open to everybody. Anybody that has a computer or iPhone or Android phone can go onto Etsy shop and shop. So, but that's good that you have, and that's the other thing about crocheting is that it's hard to get a this is gonna drive me. It's a good thing I'm almost done, but totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, Michelle, thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Hello to you too. Yeah, but what I was saying. Oh, when you that's the thing about crocheting. Even when you set your prices, people, oh, that's too much money, and and everybody wants to know how do you set your price? How do you set your price? And I was on with this what's her name, Karen Baxter. I don't know if anybody knows Karen Baxter, but she has a group on Facebook. I originally saw her through Black Girls Craft, and then she like split off from them and started doing her own thing. Now she has this following. She has a subscription. I did join the subscription, then I came off of it, then I joined it again. But anyway, she said she was talking about pricing your items, and she said cog, and I think I've seen it before, but I really never probably never really paid attention to it or something because I've heard people say they do 3 times the material times this and that and the other, and I actually saw somebody that did she did all kinds of stuff, ways that she figured out her thing. But I now use COG, and COG is cost of service and goods. So I take however much, if my yarn costs me 5.99 and I'm using 2 skeins, that's 5.99 times 2 plus my cost of my services, which cost of goods and services. So I add, like, you have to take into consideration that you use your electricity to be able to see things or whatever, your printer, whatever, your what you have to use in order to make an item. And then you add your price. So your cost of goods and services is your break even price. So say whatever you did comes out to $15. If you sell it at $15, you just broke even. So you have to sell it at, if you want to make $5, so you got to sell it at $20. If you want to make $10, you gotta sell it at $25. So you have to think about how much money you wanna make over your break-even price and determine if that is a fair price also. So that's what I've been using. That's how I've been figuring out how to make my own prices. And I do look at other things to see, how things are priced to make sure I'm not um, outpricing myself. And so far, using that method has worked for me, and I don't about it anymore. So I think that works great for me. That is how as they say, the industry does it. So just if you have any questions about that, because I see that a lot of times when I'm watching other people's videos that are people that are like somebody asked Little John's Yarn today about how to price something, and she says, "Oh, I haven't have the method," and she has a book. I don't know if anybody got her book. I got it when she offered it for free. I haven't read it yet because I've been watching her almost as long as she's been on YouTube. So I'm sure most of whatever's in that book, um, I've heard her say. But at least I have it on my Kindle and I can refer back to it once I feel like I'm at in a different position. And what's her name? Creative Stitching Diva. She said that Little John's Yarn was on Martha Stewart, but I don't watch it. I didn't even know Martha Stewart had a show other than the one she does with Snoop Dogg. But I didn't realize she has another show. But she said she was on um, Martha Stewart, so good for her. And she's quit her job, so she's making enough money to sustain herself with crochet. So I am very, very happy for her because that she's always set that as her goal. She said if she made enough money, then she would quit her job. And then today she said she was really stressed out with work and stuff, and she was losing her hair. So I guess that was her other push because before she said she was going to be quitting like in March, but she quit already. So hopefully everything will work out for her. But I cannot quit my job. I need my registered nurse money because I have lived way beyond my means for way too many years. And these credit card companies want their money back with interest. So until I can get my monies and get some real sales, Gloria will be working for the next 8 years. I just want to be able, hopefully I'll get to retirement and with decent health and still be able to enjoy life long after retirement. I have an aunt who how old is she? 91? I think she's 91, 91, 92. She's old. She's very old. But she's my oldest living aunt. The aunt, my closest aunt on my mom's side, she passed away a few years ago. She's my favorite aunt. But she's the oldest of my grandmother's children, my aunt. She's 91. She's been in and out of the hospital. Luckily, she has not been in for COVID, but she's she must have had a stroke. I don't know what's going on. When people aren't right near you and you're just getting half information because she lives in Georgia, you don't know what's really going on. But we did get to do the duo, Google Duo with her, and she looked good. I was like, okay. She sounded strong, and her and my mom got to talk and see each other. So it was fun. Every day for her is a blessing. And she has definitely outlived her husband of let me see, three of her children. She's outlived three of her children. Yep. And she has a bunch more that go and check on her. So She's blessed. Miss Ophelia says, I hear you. I can't quit yet either, but I want to enjoy retirement. If I can retire early, I will. Yeah, that's my goal. It's so weird. I had an attorney. If you don't know what I do, I'm a registered nurse and I do case management for the state of Florida. And one of the attorneys, she's a chit chat lady and she has a mouth like a sailor. She cracks me up. So she called and left me a message, and I called her back because I thought she was calling about one of the claims. Nope, she was calling me about the election. And it was so funny. And I was talking to her, and we were on the phone for like 20 minutes on my company phone. And I was like, oh my God, I said, I got to get off the phone with you before I get fired. And it was so weird. I was like, oh my God, if I get fired, what am I going to do? So I went and looked at my 401k to see exactly how much money is in there right now, to see if there's enough money in there for me at least pay off the house and still have some money left over. Then I was like, how can I do this without having to pay extra taxes? I said, I have to be 59 and a half. I'm like, shoot, I won't be 59 and a half till February. All these things were going through my mind after that one conversation because it was not a favorable one for the person in the White House, to say the least. And I was like, oh my God, this woman's going to get me fired. No, nothing's going to happen to her. But I was like, I think that was the first time I actually had fear of losing my job. Said, nope, we cannot do these conversations again. No, ma'am. But she was really, really going off. She was like, how do you like that election? That's all I come talk to you about. And she just went on and on and on. It was so funny. She says, I am what she call herself? I'm a Southern liberal, a blue-blooded Democrat, Southern liberal, something like that she calls herself. I cracked up. She says, her nephew is married to a black woman, and she says that they can't even go to Georgia. They won't even let them go to Georgia because of the racist people there. I was like, she said, but I got to see my great niece, and she is beautiful. I was like, oh my God. Oh, it was too funny. But that was a fear. At least I looked to see. I said, okay, all right. If something happens, I'm good. I'm good. Job might go, but I still got some funds that'll get me. My dad, my dad quit his job. He worked for this company for years, as long as I can remember. That is the only job that I knew my daddy had. And he got into it with one of the guys. The guy called him a nigger, and that was it. He said him and that man were fighting, and after that, my daddy quit. And his boss kept trying to get him to come back, and he did nope. He cashed out all of the monies that he had, and never looked back. And my daddy, and that's been 26 years, and he's never worked since then because he quit right. I was pregnant with my daughter when he quit, and she's 26 years old. So it's probably been 27 years now. But he was not having that. I was like, all right now. But that's what you got to think about when you make those big decisions. That's a life altering decision. Am I going to be able? And that's what he did. He took the money out. He paid off his house and paid off the car and the truck. And him and my mom, they've been chilling ever since. And once he got to the age, because he wasn't even at the age of being able to draw Social Security and all that stuff. But God watched over them, took care of them. I made me not. I was very, very happy to know he stood up for himself and didn't take that crap just to keep a job. 'Cause at some point, you gotta say, "Enough is enough," and he was like, "That was enough." That's a that's my papa. Oh, boy. Alright, ladies. It's time for me to go and get work on my mom's blanket, and hopefully I'll have it finished by Christmas. Gives me a whole month. What's today? 21st? Yep, a whole month. But I thank you all for coming to join me. It's been fun. And be on the lookout because I will be having a giveaway and I'll be posting a video soon. I had invited some other YouTubers to join me, but I'm not sure if they will. One I do know for sure did say yes, she will participate. So be on the lookout for my little giveaway. I'm getting close to my 1,000 subscribers and I'm trying to push myself to get to that 1,000. So if you know anybody that's not subscribed, tell them about me. So I will see you all next Saturday. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much and definitely stay safe. Bye bye.